Motherhood changed me. Motherhood changed me. But not just in the obvious ways. Not just my shadow. Not just my responsibilities. Not just how busy life became. It changed me. And I don't think I expected that part. This is Diary of a Mom. Before becoming a mom, I thought the biggest changes would be external. Less sleep, more things to do, more people to care for. I thought life would change around me. But I still imagined I would feel like me. I thought I would adjust, that I would just add motherhood into my life and keep being the same person. But that's not what happened. I remember one day, nothing dramatic had happened. It was a normal day. The kind of day that looks completely ordinary from the outside. I had been moving all day, doing what needed to be done, handling responsibilities, responding to everyone else's needs. And at a point, I got a glimpse of myself. Maybe in a mirror, maybe in a reflection, maybe just in a quiet moment where I noticed myself. And I remember thinking, you feel different. Not bad, not broken, just different. I couldn't fully explain it. I just knew the version of me I used to recognize so easily felt farther away. The things that once felt natural to me had shifted. My routines, my energy, my priorities, even the way I thought. And what surprised me the most was how quietly it happened. I don't think anyone really prepares you for this part. People talk about how life changes, but not always about how you change inside it. No one really tells you what it feels like to miss parts of yourself while deeply loving the life you're in. And that can be confusing. Because gratitude and grief can exist together. Love and loss can exist together. Joy and disorientation can exist together. And sometimes they do. I think motherhood asks you to become someone new while you're still learning how to let go of who you were. And that process isn't always dramatic. Sometimes it's subtle. Sometimes it looks like not recognizing your own needs anymore. Forgetting what used to bring you joy. Feeling like everyone knows what they need from you, except you. And because it happens gradually, you don't always notice it until one day you do. And the hardest part, sometimes you feel guilty for even noticing because you love your children, you love your family. So why are you grieving pieces of yourself? Well, grief doesn't always mean regret. Sometimes it just means something changed. So if motherhood changed you more than you expected, if there are parts of yourself you miss, if you've looked around and thought, when did I become this version of me? You're not alone. And it doesn't mean you are ungrateful. It means you are human. Maybe the goal isn't to become who you were again. Maybe the goal is to meet who you are now with passion, with compassion for yourself. To learn this version of yourself. To understand the new you. To understand her. To care for her. Because she's carrying a lot. You are not lost. You are evolving. If this felt familiar, stay here. Because this space is for the parts of motherhood we don't always say out loud. And if you've been trying to recognize yourself again, you are not alone in that. Be gentle to yourself. See you in my next episode. Bye for now.